We've just arrived at Portal, a choreographed performance that stimulates a computer game and the human response to technology. This is where it all gets very interesting, because we'll get to see just what happens when art and tech collide. Follow me. Hot off the delivery from a really cool, techie, innovative performance, I'm chatting to Jessica Donation, producer of Portal. Congratulations, that was so awesome. What went into making tonight possible?
Tonight's been a long collaboration between many partners. We basically, as the archive, produced Portal, myself being the archive with a colleague, Adrian Sichel. We paired a choreographer with another performer, two hacker engineers, and a studio in Glasgow. And we basically said, let's make something that speaks to connection, let's make something that involves an audience, and let's really push the boundary of what's possible in a live performance. So yes, there's a lot of app development, choreographic development, a lot of Skyping to and fro between Glasgow and South Africa, and Portal is what we've delivered.
So a little bit of local is lacquer with a few international touches. It went off really smoothly, considering that technology can sometimes not be our best friend. Are you happy with how it went?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's always going to be something with tech that's a little bit scary, a little bit edgy, a little bit unpredictable. I think from an audience perspective, they didn't see the one sort of flaw that there was, which is the nature of the beast. But it flowed, and that was good. And the interaction from Glasgow really worked very well. We'll connect with our partners tomorrow and talk it all through. But we're super happy with the engagement from the audience this side, the working of the app from that side, and the engagement, yes.
So what's next?
Portal is going to be developed even further. We've got bigger, better dreams that we want to accomplish, bigger boards, different audiences from all over the scope, and we're also hoping to continue our partnership with British Council and Connect Today, who facilitated our partnership in Glasgow. So there's a festival next year that we're planning on being at, and a couple of other interesting interventions that we'll have along the way.
Now, I know that boys usually dominate the tech world, so with doing this show, I get to meet the girls too that rock it. So what are some of your favorite gadgets, gizmos, and things that you can't go without?
Okay, so I'm actually a filmmaker by trade, so my favorite thing to play with is my camera, and also editing. So I'm constantly either behind a camera or behind a computer, or on my phone busy organizing stuff like this. So those are actually my three very specific things, and I hang out on Skype quite a lot.
Well, Jessica, when you declare your data or technology sins on this show, we gotta forgive you. Signing out. Back to Portal, the place where tech gets very creative. Right now we're catching up with Craig and Athena, both performers and creators of tonight's amazing techie thing, I want to say. It was a thing. Very inclusive of the audience as well. What did it take to bring this all together?
Quite a lot. So apart from the fact that it's a collaboration between the mechatronic engineers, Bushveld Labs, and our partners in Glasgow, it's quite a big kind of conceptual process of developing material that works together, kind of working with the tech to develop material and to conceptualize and rehearse something that then also includes the audience, as you say. So it's interactive in that way with the audience. It relies on them actually to complete the whole work.
Well, that said, with all those things considered, it must be quite nerve-wracking having to keep it all together and then still perform.
Yes, you know, we've got all these exciting elements. We've got Athena and I, the live performers. We've got the technology, which the Bushveld Lab guys have brought to the whole mix. And then that third very important ingredient of the audience. And one never really knows what an audience is going to do from one night to the next. That's live theatre, that's live performance. So it's very exciting for us to also kind of be on our toes, be spontaneous, and respond to these unpredictable happenings that happen with the audience, with us, and with the technology.
Was this a first for you to perform together as a duo and then individually, respectively, with technology?
No, Craig and I actually have been working together for 24 years. So we've worked together for very long. Technology, no, we've both worked with technology quite a lot, both independently as independent performers and creators, but also collectively. So we've done a couple of shows where we've worked with multimedia aspects, but this is the first time we're working together with this level of integrated and interactive technology.
Yeah, when we started performing, there weren't even cell phones. So, yeah, this is... So we've come a long way.
Indeed. So are you hooked now? Could we expect to see more from you both?
Oh, absolutely. This is only the second iteration of this project, of this concept, of this technology. So, you know, technology grows day by day. We've got 24 years of experience with each other, and hopefully that'll provide a great scaffolding for us to embrace new technology and see where the technology takes our collaboration as well.
And there's so much that the technology brings to performance. The kind of layers that you can use to create meaning is really great. It gives you like a wonderful toolkit to use. And also because theatre and performance is about the human experience, and technology is so much part of the human experience now that it's interesting to engage it in our performance and theatre making to really start posing questions about this relationship we have with technology. So there's lots to explore in this field.
Athena, I have to say you were actually one step way ahead of me, because my next question to you was going to be, how do you find that technology influences choreography? Well, what can I say? Y'all are just awesome. So here's to technology, movement, and awesome stuff happening more in the future. Well, I have to say, we're quite lucky that we stumbled across the awesome talent of Kieran Gino, who is a performance artist himself, but also incorporates technology into his own performances. Kieran, what did you think of tonight?
Considering the fact that it's in Johannesburg, CBD, Braamfontein, I thought that the innovation behind using digital technology with the performing body and in its physical entirety as a performance was rather innovative, but also shifts the direction of how we see performance using digital forms, and that digital forms are heavily more present in our everyday existence using Twitter, Facebook or Instagram. Here we have a performance that actually integrates the living body with technology. So I think it's a step forward for South Africa, and also the connecting with Glasgow, which is the Connect ZA brand. It has such a unique way of integrating cross-cultural dynamics.
Now, it was also quite inclusive with the audience, and we all kind of moved through the performance with the performers.
Yeah.
What was one of the highlights, or a few?
I think for me, the fact that we had Glasgow interacting with us as South Africans, and also the reality of gaming, that gaming is such a big part of digital forms, and to see that performed live, you have a male and a female interacting as though they're about to fight each other. I mean, how ridiculous, but also fun as well, So I think that has a strong grounding for more performativity, more integration of technology and performing bodies.
Definitely had us all on the edge, I would say. Now, an interesting little side fact, you saw these lights and they kind of connected with you because you had a wee hand in constructing these, and they were initially for Africa Burn.
Mm-hmm. Well, originally these lights on the floor were created for Africa Burn by a collective of different people, and they all had a laborious but fun time building them, and then they were used for ultimate frisbee, which is a use of like frisbee played with UV lights in the middle of the desert in the Karoo, which is like northwest province of South Africa, in the Karoo. And now to see them back in Joburg in the CBD as like total brain shift, and like keeps you on the edge. You're like, I've seen this before, I'm not sure where I'm seeing it, but it keeps me engaged.
Kieran, I just love how you are all up in this world. Thank you so much for chatting to the Edge crew. Lavinia, a really gutsy, different concept tonight, and you were very interactive. Did you enjoy it?
I did. I think it's really brave. I think the piece is dynamic and blew my mind to be able to move something that somebody else is moving on the other side of the world and having that moment of connection, even though you have no idea who they are, where they are. Well, you know they're in Glasgow, but that moment of connection is pretty insane.
Would you like to see more of this?
Yes, I want to see what they do with this technology next. I want to see how they grow it and develop it. I want to see these boards in life size, which is the next phase, that they're going to do life size boards that people can like play on, which would be insane.
Lavinia said it, we want more.